Hey guys, this is your friend Abhishek, and you might think that the guy is looking a little bit different. I recently had a haircut. I hope you like this. So today, as you know, that we usually talk about international relations, and I am myself a student of international relations. I'm pursuing my PhD in international relations. So today we will talk about positivism. Maybe you might have heard about it, about positivism. If you are an international relations student, then you might have heard about it so many times. So actually, first I will tell you what positivism is. Positivism is the view that only authentic knowledge is the scientific knowledge. So first thing is first. So let's clear up what this actually means. So what this actually means is that if you have some kind of knowledge and that's very authentic, that's very real, it's considered that that's scientific knowledge. So positivism, I will repeat it again. Positivism is the view that only authentic knowledge is the scientific knowledge. Such knowledge can only come from positive affirmation of theories through scientific methods based on observable, empirical, and measurable evidences. So there should be an evidence that should be measurable and empirical and observable, and these things, measuring that, observing that, and all those things, they should be done in a scientific method, and that will ultimately lead to some kind of positivist knowledge. So the doctrine was actually developed in the mid-19th century by French socialist and philosopher Auguste Comte. The term positivism in epistemological sense indicates a value-free or objective approach to the study of humanity. So now there are different types of positivism. The first one is logical positivism. We don't need to go to the detail about it. I will just try to tell you about the types of positivism so that you can check and research yourself about these things. The second one is sociological positivism. The third one is legal positivism, and the last one is Polish positivism. So what are the main principles of positivism? That's the real question here. The main principles of positivism is actually to inquire or it's the inquiry about logic, in we can say, and it's the same across all sciences. And the goal of inquiry is to explain and predict. Research should be empirical, observable with human sense. So human sense is very important in positivist approach. Science is not the same as common sense. So some people might think that science is common sense. It's not the same. It's not the same. In positivist theory, it's not the same. Science should be judged by logic and should be value-free as possible. So actually what positivists try to tell us that science should be it should be judged by logic, not by values. I mean, if we are trying to understand science, we have to understand it through with our consciousness rather than with our values. And the ultimate goal of science is to produce knowledge. So what actually positivism tells us, that the ultimate goal of science, let it be social sciences, natural sciences, international relations, political science, whatever, humanities. So the ultimate goal of science is to produce knowledge. Now there are some important terms in positivism that you might later research or search or read somewhere. These are epistemology, empiricism, induction, reduction, demarcation problem, falsification. Falsification is a concept given by Ferdinand. I'm sorry, not Ferdinand, Fairbairn, Paul Fairbairn. Yeah, he gave the theory of falsification. I don't need to talk about it in detail. And the other one, last one, is paradigm or paradigm shift, or you can say paradigm shifts and scientific revolutions. This concept was given by Thomas Samuel Kuhn when he wrote his first book about scientific revolutions in 1941. So this was a short video about positivism, or let's say positivist approach. I hope you have learned this English.